Let's find out some interesting facts about India. First in India. First President of India, Rajendra Prasad, 1950. Rajendra Prasad was an Indian politician, lawyer, Indian independence activist, journalist, and scholar who served as the first President of Republic of India from 1950 to 1962. First election in India. The Indian general elections of 1951-1952. General elections were held in India between 25th October 1951 and 21st February 1952. They were the first elections to the Lok Sabha after independence in August 1947. It was conducted under the provisions of the Indian Constitution, which was adopted on 26 November 1949. Elections to most of the state legislatures took simultaneously. First newspaper in India, Hickey's Bengal Gazette. Hickey's Bengal Gazette, or the original Calcutta General Advertiser, was an English language weekly newspaper published in Kolkata, then Calcutta, the capital of British India. It was the first newspaper printed in Asia and was published for 2 years, between 1780 and 1782, before the East India Company seized the newspaper types and printing press, founded by James Augustus Hickey. First economic census in India, 1977. In 1976, the Government of India launched a planning scheme called Economic Census and Surveys. In 1977, Central Statistical Organization conducted the first economic census in collaboration with the Directorate of Economics and Statistics in the states and union territories. First train in India, Red Hill Railway, 1837. The Red Hill Railroad was constructed in 1836 and opened 1837 for the conveying of iron stone to be used as road building material within the city of Madras. The Red Hills outcrop some 13.5 miles, 22 km northwest of Fort George was the source of this material. First passenger train in India, Sahib, Sindh and Sultan, 16th April 1853. The first passenger train in India ran between Bombay, Boribandar and Thane on 16th April 1853. The 14-carriage train was hauled by 3 steam locomotives, Sahib, Sindh and Sultan, carried 400 people and ran on a line of 34 kilometers or 21 miles, built and operated by the GIP Railway. First bank in India, Bank of Hindustan, 1770. Bank of Hindustan, 1770 to 1832. A now defunct bank, is considered as among the first modern bank in colonial India. It was established by Agency House of Alexander and Company. The bank lived through 3 economic crises of 18th century. First national park in India, Jim Corbett National Park, 1936. Jim Corbett National Park is a national park in India located in the Nainital district of Uttarakhand state. The first national park in India, it was established in 1936 during the British Raj and named by Haley National Park after William Macklom Haley, a governor of United Provinces in which it was then located. First Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, 1947. Nehru was a principal leader of the Indian nationalist movement in the 1930s and 1940s. Upon India's independence in 1947, he served as the country's Prime Minister for 17 years. First general election in India, 25th October 1951 to 21st February 1952. General elections were held in India between 25th October 1951 and 21st February 1952. They were the first elections to the Lok Sabha after independence in August 1947. It was conducted under the provision of the Indian Constitution. which was adopted on 26 November 1949. First person to discover zero, Aryabhatta, AD 458. Aryabhatta invented zero, but he didn't give any symbol for zero. Brahmagupta was the first to give symbol for zero and rules to compute with zero. First Indian movie, Raja Harishchandra, 1913, silent movie. Raja Harishchandra is a 1913 Indian silent film directed and produced by Dada Saheb Phalke. It is often considered the first full-length Indian feature film. Raja Harishchandra features Dattaraya Damodar Dabke, Anna Salunke, Bhalchandra Phalke, Gajanan Vasudev Sane, and is based on the legend of Harishchandra, with Dabke portraying the title character. The film, being silent, had English, Marathi, and Hindi language intertitles. First Indian sound movie, Alamara, 1931. Alamara, Ornament of the World, is a 1931 Indian Hindustani language historical fantasy film directed and produced by Adashir Irani. It revolves on a king and his two wives, Navbahar, Dilbahar, who are childless. Soon a fakir tells the king that a former wife will give birth to a boy, later named Kamar, but the child will die following his 18th birthday if Navbahar cannot find the necklace he asked for. Meanwhile, the king finds out that Dilbahar falls for the Senapati Adil, leading the king to arrest him and evicts his pregnant wife, who later gives birth to Alamara. First Indian playback song, Dhoop Chhaon, 1935. Dhoop Chhaon or Bhagya Chakra, also known as Sun and Shade or Wheel of Fate, is a 1935 Hindi movie directed by Nitin Bose. It was a remake of the Bengali film Bhagya Chakra. Dhoop Chhaon was the first Hindi film to use playback singing. It was Bose who came up with the idea of playback singing. First color movie in India, Kisan Kanya, 1937. Kisan Kanya was a 1937 Hindi cinecolor feature film which was directed by Moti Gidwani and produced by Adashir Irani of Imperial Pictures. It is largely remembered by the Indian public on account of it being India's first indigenously made color film. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to hit the bell icon.